there is going to be change in the Jets front office in some capacity. I don't think it's going to be the volume that at least our listeners are very in touch with the Jets front office and the changes, the volume people are hoping for, but there will be some kind of change in roles. And it's not going to be like letting an area scout go and, like promoting an intern to that area. It's not going to be like that. I also don't think it's going to be Muji hiring a lieutenant, like a high profile assistant GM role or something like that to go get a director from somewhere that you had to give him that title to get him here. I haven't heard any inklings of that yet. So there will be some kind of change. I think it's going to be a very slow burn, the changing of this front office, where it's going to probably take place more over the next 14 months rather than the next 4 to 6 weeks. And you could have the national scout that kind of manages them. And then you can have your pro scouts that are doing the advance of teams the Jets are going to play. And then you could have your pro directors that are kind of managing them. And the pro team works heavily on waivers, street free agents, assessment of the opponents you're going to play, and then obviously free agency. And then the college scouting department works on college players all year round. When free agency ends, the pro side merges with the college side to pick up the deeper parts of the draft, the day 3 players, the priority UDFAs, because you want as much manpower as you can get. I'm breaking down a standard NFL organization right now. Obviously, some have more resources than this, some have less. And then an analytics department, I think the Jets analytics department has like 4 people, to be honest with you. And it's nothing to be wowed by in terms of sheer volume at the rate they run. They're just kind of figuring that side out in terms of volume and manpower. And then obviously you have your executive roles where that can be a director of player personnel, a co-director of player personnel, VP of player personnel, up to assistant GM. You can have senior kind of consultant roles, which is the Spielman Savages of the world, where those guys typically get to kind of go by the own beat of their drum, where they'll have a bird's eye view of scouting, and then they'll join the meetings and give their opinions. And it's good to have that veteran voice in the room that might have a different opinion or might have seen the exact process you're walking through right now. Like, hey, there's 3 quarterbacks we like. And that veteran voice might be like, hey, back in 2007, we went through the same situation, and this is how we divvied it up, the not votes, but voicing of opinions and breakdowns and what matters and what doesn't. So
yeah. I think this is going to be a multi-year process. And I do hope as some of the new voices come in, there's more people pushing to say, go to the 3 or 4 analytics people